Grand Rising all, and welcome to the Daily Huddle. I am your host, Chase Steele Gray, as always. So excited to be here to network and connect with high-level people. It's my favorite thing to do, if you know me. And we're going to get started in a moment with an amazing guest. But before we do, you know, I always got a little something to say right before. A little jokey joke, a little something to open it up a little bit. Today, in honor of my great friend, Darcel, I have a little writer's joke, if you will. And it's a statement and a joke. Got to pay attention to it, right? The statement is, I have a friend who writes songs about sewing machines. Believe it or not. You know what they call them?
What do they call them?
They call him a singer-songwriter. or so it seems. Roll that
was cute.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that air guitar. That air drum on the beginning. Gotta love that. Or so it seems. You followed me on that one, didn't you? I know you know what's up. Come on, Darce. Come on.
That was pretty
cool. Grand Rising, everyone. As always, thank you so much for being here. This is the Daily Huddle. I'm your host, Chase Steele Gray, and I have an amazing guest with me today, one of my great, great friends. But before we do, I like to open up the room a little bit, and we do this here as a kind of a ritual on the Daily Huddle. Speak to a couple people in the beginning, see where everyone's at. And I'm going to start with Rashida today. Rashida, how are you, and what are you grateful for? I tried to catch her before she got in. I might have lost her. I think I lost her. Stan.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh. Go right ahead.
What was your question?
How are you, and what are you grateful for?
I am blessed and not stressed.
Nice.
And what I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for being here this morning and taking deep breaths and alive. With that, I'm out.
Nice. I like that. Stan the man.
Yes, sir, Chase.
Where are you, and who will you hug today?
Chase, I'm right here, man. Right where I am, the only place I can be. And I'm going to hug my beautiful wife today.
Spectacular. I like it. Those are the questions we like to kind of marinate a little bit. But you know what? Without further ado, let me read this bio before I introduce this lovely queen. Darcel Turner. Goodness gracious. I like reading the bios of my friends. I always find out stuff I don't know. Darcel Turner is a mother of four, a Reiki practitioner, domestic violence survivor, labor and postpartum doula, intuitive life advisor at Talk to Darcel and Light, Darcel Podcast. Darcel loves to dance with life. She is a jack of all trades and has dipped her hand in burlesque, acting, dance, and trucking. Never seen that last one. We're going to get to that. I like the way you threw that one in there. The former health chair of the Newburgh Highland Falls NAACP, Darcel Turner has authored and published 3 books, Dana Dances on Paper, Lathered Layers, and Darceoasis, a book of poetry, short stories, and enlightenment. Darcel has hosted Wellness Wednesdays with the Wellness Galaxy and has spread her divine light of healing on American and African soil. A quote from Darcel: let's continue to be inspired by others who are greater than us. Let's compound. Let's trust our process. Trust God. Let's be like water, fluid. Change is always a good thing. Darcel Turner. Please welcome to the Daily Huddle, Miss Darcel Turner.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So this is what we do here. I brought you on because I definitely consider you as one of my high-level friends. And we've been friends since, my goodness, what was the year we met?
2003.
2003. I was walking down DeKalb Avenue, true story. And on my left was the coffee shop called Tilly's, and I walked in because there was commotion and people going around, and I went in and there was Darcel reading from her book. And I
My
thought,
first novel.
this is incredible. This girl has a great aura. And I sat down, I listened to her. We became instant friends. I bought her book and it was just incredible from there on. That's just the short version of it. Today, because I know you're involved in all sorts of health and wellness, the question is, why do I practice fasting every month for you? I'm going to start out with you. Just unpack it for us a little bit so that we can kind of understand more, because some people have no idea why people fast. They really don't. They hear it, they're like, oh, that sounds cool. They don't really know. So unpack that up just a little bit for us.
Okay, a little bit. I started with Queen Afua's book, Heal Thyself. This was like back in I think it was like 1992. I was, like 20 years old. I wanted to better myself. I wanted to change my diet. Where I was living, it was like, very urban, fried chicken, cigarettes, tail end of the crack era, just a lot of like toxic living.
Right.
I wanted to be better. I wanted to do better. So I found my way to the book and it encouraged me to fast.
Mm-hmm.
I've been fasting, but up until recently, I found a health and wellness coach, and she helped me to lose my weight. She helped me to change my diet. And I've been keeping on since then, since 2018. I've been fasting every month. Why do I fast? It's because it's like a reset in a sense. Prevention is way better than cure. So it's like a maintenance. I treat my body as if it's a vehicle, like a car. For your car, you have to get a maintenance every 3 months. So I maintain my body like every month to keep it on point, to keep it clean, to keep me clear. And I do it for other reasons as well. For my work, for the line of work that I do, I need to stay clean and clear.
Right. When you say you fast every month, are we talking about one 24-hour period?
I do the nutritional fast, which is 72 hours.
72 hours. Okay.
So it's like a gallon of water. Sometimes I would add chlorophyll.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently started doing the detoxing. I just finished my detox this month and I'm doing it every 3 months. But I really like the way it feels.
Wow.
It's like a high. It tastes nasty, but so does Hennessy and other alcoholic beverages.
Good point.
But I like it. I love it.
Right,
and
right.
Self-care, love. That's what I'm all about.
I'm not saying what I'm about to say just because you're my good friend and you're one of my favorites, but you really do look younger. And I think I said that to you about 3 or 4 conversations ago. I was like, what are you doing? Why do you look so... Oh, we were talking about that picture that I saw of you. I was like, wow, when was that picture taken? And you were like, I took it, whatever. And I was like, wow, because, your friends, you see them online or you see them on live, whatever, you see them consistently. So I've noticed the change in you. And I have to give you your flowers because I know that, you have children, you have this Reiki, you have this wellness thing going on. You've written books. Now you're trying your hand at trucking, which is such an odd outside the box thing.
It is.
That's why I love it. I love it so much. What do you feel? And this is something I thought about when I spoke to you last time.
Mm-hmm.
Being involved right now in trucking, now you're going to be taking yourself across America. I've been on tour. You've been on tour.
Yeah.
Traveling around the United States. You also have a musical part of your life that also happened, which is awesome. When you're on this truck and you're moving around, do you think it's going to be challenging eating wise? Or when you go into your fasting thing, what would be the precursor to that? How will that affect you?
Well, I focus on discipline and self-love. So I'm not letting anything get in the way of my lifestyle and my life. So if the job is too much or it's just taxing and it's just not working for my lifestyle, then I trust the universe will put me somewhere else. I look at my life. I look at my lifestyle as a dance. I'm dancing with the universe because we're all not going to be here forever.
Correct.
So you want to just enjoy and explore and try many different things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The trucking is something different. I want to explore different things. I mean, I'm not going to limit myself. You know, life is an adventure. Venture out, try different things, you know, and don't get blocked by age. I don't think about age.
So glad
I
you
don't
said
actually,
that.
I mean, I've been, you know, 18 before. I've been 28 before. I've been 38 before. I've been 48 before. You know, I'm in my 50s now and I feel like I'm in my 20s again. So I know what that feels like. And with fasting, it just keeps you, well, for me, it keeps me balanced, it keeps me centered, it keeps me clear. When I do my talk to Darcel sessions and I have my meetings and I, you know, give my advice, I have to be clean. As a doula, I was a labor and postpartum doula. It was my responsibility to keep myself clean, not just the body, but the mind too. You know, you got to keep your mind, your thoughts, because when you're bringing in a baby into this world, not me per se, but I'm meeting the child, you know, I'm meeting the baby, the infant, they're coming into this world. You have to be, you know, a good representative on this planet, you know? So that's with everything, you know, I like to keep my body and myself clean. When I'm giving advice or suggestions, you got to be on point, you know?
Isn't it interesting how many people are dispensing health and wellness information or advice or in the fitness world who are not healthy? See it all the time.
Yeah.
See it all the time. You're not healthy, but you're going to teach me how to be healthy. And they have clients too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So for you, you know, I don't know. I'm going to say it out loud. I don't know if anyone would believe looking at you that you're 50 something. I don't know if they would.
Everyone says that.
For me personally, I don't see it. I've known you for a long time, so I'm jaded, but I'm saying somebody look at you right now. How old is this woman on the screen? I wouldn't have touched 50. I wouldn't have been in 50 at all. I'd have been somewhere early 40s. I'd have been, I don't know. I just wouldn't have been in 50s. So
I give thanks, you know.
I give that to you. You know, burlesque, acting, dancing, trucking. I'm gonna be saying that all day. And the acronym is BAD T.
Oh, I appreciate you.
I see you didn't think about that, did you? So you know, for someone who wants to fast every month, and I should have asked you this in the beginning, what is your actual eating regimen? Like, what are the things that you put into your body? Do you classify yourself as a vegan, a vegetarian, a pescatarian, or do you eat a balance of different things? Like, I think people would like to know, for someone who looks great like you, who's involved in a lot of things, who's on the go, what are your things or your go-tos that you feel like these are the things I must have to keep my temple fluid?
Okay, so 2 years ago, I went to Africa. I went to Morocco and I did a lot of healing work. I was there for about 4 months.
Love Morocco.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it was very difficult to maintain the vegan lifestyle that I had.
That's why I asked you. Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, their vegetables are seasonal. So I couldn't really, you know, get all the things that I needed, you know, in my body.
Right.
So I wind up eating, which was amazing. I had their chicken and I had their fish. And they were all halal. So, you know, it was, I'm on in an Islamic country. So the meat tasted so much different than Americans' meat.
Wow.
Because it was like organic, you know?
Yeah.
So I ate and I felt the difference immediately. I felt filled in for some reason. Like being vegan, I felt lighter. I felt like I was moving like a spirit. You feel much lighter, you feel clear, you know. When I did eat the meat, I felt much more solid, like filled in, but I felt strong too. So it gave me a different feeling. But I do know that when I eat meat, I get addicted. And I don't like addictions because I feel like I have no control over myself.
Yeah.
So right now I'm living a vegan lifestyle as a trucker, which is not, you know, it's not easy. It's very difficult.
That's why I asked you that. Yep.
Yeah. So it's my responsibility to stay on this regimen where what I do is in the mornings, I drink my water, I drink my tea, and you eat fruits in the morning, like berries and things that are of like, you know, that has like water content,
Correct.
fiber, you know, And then I would do a salad. And it's not easy because sometimes I want something that's going to fill me up, you know. I get addicted to rice. I see it's important to know your weaknesses as well as your strengths. If you want to better yourself, it's your responsibility. It's not the doctor's responsibility. It is yours.
Right.
You got to know yourself better than anybody. You got to know what you like and what you don't like. You have to also know, be in touch with your gut, because sometimes if some people have worms, you know, they have parasites, and their parasites can be talking to them, telling them, oh, I want this chocolate, I want this candy, I want this sugar, but that's not really you.
Yes,
So
indeed.
it's important. It's all about being responsible for yourself. So when you are taking care of yourself, just like you take care of your vehicle, just like you take care of anything else in life,
Right.
you know, outside of yourself, you're taking care of the inside of yourself. You can move, you're more fluid, you're agile, you're clear,
Right.
you're alive,
It's true.
you know, because
It's true.
we're living inside of this body, and we need to be alive, you know, and trust the whole process.
You said it. The words you said that sticks out is addiction. Because as I walk around New York City, there's 90% of things that you can be addicted to at your fingertips, cheap and prevalent as you're walking around the street. However, and process. However, there's also triple the amount of vegetarian and vegan things that there's ever been in Manhattan right now. But you have to go and find them. This is the thing, you have to know where they are.
Well, the most simplest things, the thing I'm doing now is living simple.
Right.
Like very minimal.
Right.
You know, minimal makeup, no weaves, no nothing, just minimal, everything minimal. So water, spring water, food, whole foods, fruits, whole fruits, nothing mixed up with anything else. You know, not pre-made, but real stuff. Avocados, kale, make some salad, you know.
Right.
So it's levels. It's so many levels. I don't know everything, you know, and we don't know everything. We just have to stay humble and keep learning as you keep growing and staying in touch with your body, because everybody's body is different. What may work for me may not work for you.
It's the truth. It's the truth. I say, and you know this is true, if you want the answers to longevity, fluidity, and forward motion, just look at the animals in nature.
Yes.
Eat what is good for them. When I was out in the country, a few times I had gigs in PA, in Virginia, whatever, and I would see a deer. I don't know why, but it still fascinates me every time I see a deer. I was feeding a deer apples.
What?
This is a short story. I was with some people and they said, here, take this apple and feed it to the deer. I said, what are you talking about? They said, it will come to you. I went like this, I put it out, and then I rolled it, and the deer came and took the apple. We know the musculature of the deer. Boom, in a second, could move. You could be, he's just gone. You're like, how did he just vanish? What was that? Imagine these animals, the deer, the gorilla, the what is called it? The what's it?
Antelope?
Big eyes. No. The animal with the tall neck and the
giraffe.
I just went Chinese just then. Giraffe. You know, you look at these animals and they are beautiful specimens. They're just incredible. Well, there are a lot of human beings that have that. You look at them and you go, wow. And there was a time where people didn't believe that vegan people or vegetarian people could produce a musculature frame. They were like, oh, well, you can't. What you gonna do? People used to say it to me all the time. What you gonna do, Chase? You eating nuts and berries and fruits. You can't get strong like that. I said, do I look weak to you? Do I look weak to you? So I'm glad that you brought up the thing about the fruit in the morning, because that's one of my greatest practices. And even I have a slight addiction to some things that are very low on the unhealthy scale, but things that I want to push out of my particular intake. Yes. And I have not fasted in a while, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to fast, and I'm going to get that feeling. You did say that you are mixing not mixing, but you will have different things, some meat, some fish, so on and so forth. But are you now coming out of that as you're going to be doing the trucking? Are you going to go straight vegan, or are you going to, like in our country, you know, obviously?
Yeah, it's really difficult. Well, I'm still maintaining.
Mhm.
Ever since I did the detox, I did my first detox on April the 1st. I did a 14-day detox, and that was through Dr. Bobby Price. Check him
14
out.
days.
14 days. It was amazing. But you can eat, though, he said, you know, with your detox. So I'm doing both the teas. I'm now drinking the detox. And I noticed what happened. Because, you know, you can fast, you can do the nutritional fast. You can also be vegan, but you can still like accumulate stuff that's just needs, your colon has to be cleaned out.
Right.
You know, so doing the detox, I noticed that my skin got clearer. I had this little bump on the side of my temple for years. I would say about maybe 25 years. I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. It's nothing. It's benign. It's nothing. But then when I did the detox, it just flattened out. I said, wow, it's really working.
Yep.
You know, so it's a process, you know, and it's progress. And you just keep working on yourself. And I don't want to say age, but as the days go by, you just get better and better and better, you know?
Progress through the process.
It's every, you know, like even with like how you take care of your teeth. I do oil pulling.
Oil pulling. Yep.
You're amazing, Chase. See, you know what it is. It's
nice.
all about maintenance.
Yes.
You know?
Definitely.
So like on the new moon, which is when we can like manifest things and you put out your intentions and your prayers. On the new moon, I would do my fast. So I would do it for 3 days. You write out your intentions, you put out your prayers and, you know, your plans, and you just drink a gallon of water for the whole 3 days. Just clean out.
Amazing. I want to make sure if there's any questions from people, we get them out right now. Does anybody have any questions for Darcel? Would love to hear from you, whomever you are. As always, we welcome all the questions. All the questions. Anyone?
It's an honor to be here. I love it here. This is a beautiful platform.
I knew you would. Celero 5G. What do you got?
Hey, I'm so glad you talked about being a vegan. And I'm getting ready to go on the road for 274 days.
That's amazing.
And yes, and if I choose to eat some meat while I'm on the road, how do I redo being a vegan?
Well, you know, be in touch with your body, feel it out, try it out, you know, because like I said, everybody's body is different. But I know, like when I do vegan, I want to stay vegan. I like the way I feel lighter. Everything, like you don't feel inflammations in your knees and your bones. You feel very alive. You can just get up and just go as if you were a teenager again. So with you being on the road, I would say, like, if you can just, do you want to maintain being vegan? Do you want to eat meat?
I'm on the road. I'm exhausted when I'm vegan.
Okay, so it depends on what you're eating too, what you're putting in, how much water, you know, are you drinking enough water? Are you eating avocados? Are you balancing it out? Are you eating enough fruits? You know, those things should be giving you life. It should be giving you energy. It shouldn't make you feel drained, you know. But if you feel like you want to eat some chicken, you know, fish, maybe.
Yeah, I do. And beans and rice. And so I don't think I'm eating enough of that avocado to give me enough calories. That's why I might be exhausted when I'm on the road.
I mean, if you inbox me, I can send you some like recommendations to people who are like nutritionists. They can guide you as to what you can eat that can give you the energy that your body needs. You know, avocados, like, you know, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, like those types of things, kale, spinach, those things. If you put that in a salad, some onions, you know, you hook it up, you can have a lot of energy. Are you working out?
Yes, we're doing weights now.
Okay. Well, I'm not a licensed nutritionist. But it depends on what you're putting in and what you may have to subtract from your diet so that you can find that balance of feeling alive and healthy and stuff like that, you know. Have you ever detoxed it before?
Yes, we do it once a month, and then we fast once a week. No,
Once a
just
week,
water fast. Yeah.
water fast. Okay.
That's good.
I'll send you something, you know, I'll get in touch with someone and they can guide you as to, you know, what you may need. Cause I'm not, like I said, I'm not licensed in that. But yeah, I wish you
Oh,
well and a safe travels.
Excellent.
And, you know, if you're going to do the meat, try to do it baked, you know, try to be as close to like healthy eating as possible. Be an intelligent eater, you know, eat intelligently, put it like that, you know, and definitely be in touch with your body, you know, listen to it. It tells you what it wants. I remember, real quick, short story. I was shopping and something was telling me, Darcel, go grab those dandelions. And I'm like, why should I grab the dandelions? But I didn't know why I needed it until I was feeling well about something. I don't know. And I looked it up and I said, oh, wow, I need to have dandelions in my diet. So your body is far intelligent. It's so intelligent. You don't even realize that you need certain things and your body is telling you what it needs. So it's very important to be obedient to your spirit and to your body. Not the other part that wants the junk food, but the part that really wants the food for healing.
It's truth. It's all truth. Thank you for that great answer. Queen, I saw your hand up. If you're still here, if you want to ask a question, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, hi, greetings.
Queen
I
Ra.
want to hear more about any fears that come up while you're fasting, before you fast, like the not so fun part.
Oh yeah. You
Mhm.
mean like the headache and the parts where you feel like, you know, dizzy or lightheaded and stuff like that?
Not necessarily the physical, but
Not
the
the physical.
mental. Like,
Mhm.
does anything come up for you that you like, any guidance on navigating the path when the toxins are coming up in many different ways, especially with
Right.
thought?
Sometimes you may feel hangry, you may feel emotional and imbalanced or all sorts of stuff, mental. You definitely want to talk good stuff to yourself. You know, you want to also pray and just, I just recently, I put out a guided meditation. It's on my podcast, it's on YouTube, and it's beautiful because I'm talking to your spirit, I'm talking to you, your higher self, and talk to your higher self. And I think for me, what works for me is the trust the process, trust that you are doing the right thing for yourself. You're cleaning your body out, and whatever comes up, you have to just knock that stuff down. If you're hearing negative thoughts or you're feeling negative things, or you have to just pray over it. You have to just believe that you're going to come through. You know, you're going to come through it and it's going to be okay because you're doing the right thing for yourself.
That's truth. The meditation that you're talking about, is that the one you sent to me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Yes, They Love You.
Great. Trying to figure out a way to get that on the chat. I don't have it on my computer. Let me figure that out. I'm trying to figure out a way to get it to everybody while you're here. Do you have a way of putting it in the chat from where you are? You have it accessible to you? I just don't have accessible.
Yes. I don't know if I'll do that right now. Okay.
Please throw that in the chat.
Okay.
While you're doing that, you know, I always wish this time would go a little bit slower, but it always seems to go at the same rate, rapid fast, especially when I have great conversations. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. It's such a beautiful gift to have Darceletric, that's what I like to call her, Darceletric, on the show, because she's always full of information, and our friendship is spanned 20 years. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that amazing?
It's I don't even know what to say. It didn't even feel like it. Feels like I just met you like 2 years ago. It's crazy.
I'm so proud of you. You're looking good. Okay. I'm so proud of you.
Cut it out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I just sent it. Hopefully that'll work.
Is it in the chat? Perfect. Thank you so much. You guys are gonna love this. I just devoured it the other day, and I'm gonna do it again when I get off the call.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you so much, Darcel, for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
As we always do, we like to end with our tenets for the Daily Huddle. We always want to implore everyone to live out loud, laugh, get you some good sleep, at least 5 to 8 hours a night. We want you to move the body, please. Get out. If you walk a mile, you got to walk a mile back home. That's 2, right? That's just a little math, just a little something to think about, right? Please eat mostly plant-based. Mostly plant-based is what the body likes, and it can get into your system the quickest without feeling like everything needs to break down all the time. And please love harder, people. We need less hate in the world. We need more love in the world. Do your part, and perhaps someone else that watches you will do their part as well. And of course, please keep checking yourself before you wreck yourself. It's so important. We love you here in the Daily Huddle. Thank you, Darcel. We will have you back again for sure. And all my good people out there, I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, as it always is.
Thank you, Darcel. Thank you, Chase.
That's right. That's
family.
right. Go and
Thank
create.
you, everyone.
That's right. Create a powerful
Love you.
day. We'll be well.
One love, guys. One love.
Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
Indeed. Thank you.